Hello, Klara Adalena here. Epic pleasure and the art of touch. Pleasure can add so much to our lives. Pleasure takes us out of our mind, into our body. And when we're in our body, we really experience life. We experience the moment. We experience the joy of being alive. Touch is essential in helping us to experience and give pleasure, and touch so helps to bring us into our bodies. So I want today to have just this little bit of time together with you on epic pleasure and the art of touch, and how you can use touch differently as an art, as a really way to create epic pleasure and be totally in your body for yourself. And this can be with a beloved, this can be with a friend, this can be with a parent, with a sister. When you become an artist in touch, you can really tune into the moment and use touch to create that pleasure, that sense of aliveness, that joy that makes us remember this moment forever. So what I want you to understand is that all acts of love and pleasure are rituals of the goddess. And what do I mean by that? I mean that every time that we create love, that we create pleasure, we are honoring the life force. The goddess is the life force, it's life herself. Pleasure and love are like the great gifts of life. And animals really know this. They know how to, really be in their body and create that pleasure. And they are inviting us to remember. We have this too in our bodies. We live so much in our mind, we often forget. Through love and pleasure, we remember as women the goddess that we are, and how we can share her with our beloveds, and how together we can make the moment come alive and sing and welcome in love into our lives and pleasure. So how do you do that? It's beautiful words, and probably you're going like, yay, Klara, yay. Tell me how. Okay, so listen. It begins, as with everything in life, with what I call the goddess mindset, remembering that you as woman are a divine creature. Your body is a temple of the goddess. And when you root into the sacredness of your beautiful body, and when you feel confident that you carry the beauty of life just by being yourself, that's what I call the goddess mindset. And when you come from this place and touch from this place, people feel that. It's a totally different touch. If it's like a needy touch, oh, I feel so insecure and unhappy. Maybe if I touch you, I'll feel a bit better. People feel that. And sometimes that's okay. And they're like, yeah, come to me, I'll be here for you. But sometimes they go like, hey, stand on your own feet. But when you're in your goddess, in your abundance, in the fullness and the pleasure of who you are, the vitality of your own body, and you touch from that place, then it's like you lift the energy for the other immediately. You pull them into their body, and that's a nice place to be when they can feel there this goddess energy that you bring to it. So touch always begins with your own goddess, being comfortable in your own body, loving your own body, loving yourself as the goddess that you are. And then what I really so love about touch, and what is something that I'm very strong on, is to be sensitive and precise. What do I mean by that? By sensitive, I mean that you yourself are really, so much in your body. I start as I speak even to touch my arms, touching that skin and awakening her. You want to be fully awakened and sensitive in your body. It's not like you've been hours at the computer or hours at the sports school and you're totally in the zone and you just don't even feel it when somebody bangs you on the shoulder. No, you're really this woman in her body, really sensitive and open and it has a delicacy about it and a tenderness. But not in the sense of weak or easily hurt, but more in the sense of I'm just so here, and my body has this infinite amount of nerve endings through which we sense touch. And I'm in them. I'm listening to my body, making me so sensitive. Our fingertips especially, our mouth, our fingertips, together with the nipples and the yoni, our beautiful vulva, they're some of the most sensitive areas in our body. And when we start awakening our fingertips, we also awaken our whole erotic body. And I like to be very precise with that. If I go too fast and I'm not noticing what actually am I feeling, being sensitive means you sense things, you feel things. What is it that I'm feeling? When you actually really notice that, you'll find when it feels really nice and when it doesn't. And I just want to do a small, but I find it very beautiful, I can't even call it an exercise, a joyful adventure, let's call it that with you, about the power of being precise. So for a moment, breathe out. Feel the earth beneath you. And feeling how the earth reaches out to you, becoming sensitive enough to notice that. That's where the precision begins. Earth is not a dead thing. She's a live being. And when you bring your energy towards her, she's actually always there for you. But then you notice that she's really bringing her energy to you. It's that lovely exchange. It's almost like two lovers, really sitting close as the sun sets and nothing needs to be said. And there's just this presence of these two beings appreciating each other. Feel it? That's what the earth is giving you right now. Inviting you to go to that place, like the sunset beach, like, yeah. When I'm with you, all is well. Yeah. Open up. This is what earth is giving you. And feel your whole body becoming awake and wanting to breathe deeper. Becoming sensitive and precise. And then from this place, with your hands touching your body wherever you feel like right now, choosing one place, letting your hands be there a moment, and see if you can bring that same quality that the earth and you are having together. Can you bring that between your hands and you? It's not so easy, eh? Earth is really good at this. But taking your time, she is inviting you, showing the way. Yeah. For me now, it's starting to come. You know, we so often want this kind of touch from our lovers. And when we know how to receive it and how to notice it, our bodies will respond to it, as is happening now for me and probably for you. And that's a sign to our lovers. Ah, yeah, I'm on the right track. Ah, she's feeling me. Okay, all is well. So when you really receive this, you're giving something back. By receiving and by not, sitting upon that and keeping it all to yourself, but just through your breath and through your relaxed body, letting it show, letting it be heard, trusting your body. Okay, so this is all still building up. Let's go back to our little journey of pleasure. Feeling again the wonderful touch with the earth. Like, ah, yeah, we are here together. All is well. And between you and your hands, I'm with you. All is well. And then keeping your hands there, wherever that is, but bringing your awareness also to your lips. Your beautiful red lips. And now that you're so present, even bringing your awareness there is like, those lips come awake, as if a beloved one is bringing his face closer. You can just, with your own energy, when you become so sensitive, those lips just respond. It's incredible to experience that. Yeah, that joy in your body, in your lips. And the more attention you bring to it, the more even fuller the lips get, even redder, even more sensitive. The better it gets, the better it gets. And just enjoying those sensitive, full lips. In a way, they become hard to move because the blood also makes them more filled. But it also means that every little beginning of a smile, again, is a new sensation, bringing new pleasure. Now, the lips are really like the gateway into pleasure, the hands and the lips. When you begin with these, can you feel it? If now the lover of your life would come by, you would just flow into the most wonderful lovemaking. So breathing out, thanking the goddess in you for this adventure, thanking your own body, your own willingness, and Mother Earth. It's all honoring this goddess in all her forms. And did you notice how being really precise, actually feeling what is happening with the earth and you, with your hands and you, and then just with the lips and the awareness, just by being so precise, there was so much joy ready to be felt. Now, if you bring this to your meeting with your beloved, he'll be totally out of his mind, happy, attracted into your world, wanting for you to have more of that. And once that pleasure exchange starts, the two of you, when the energy starts to build, you become ready for more stronger and deep and thrusting lovemaking. But that's a natural process. You don't have to worry about that yet. Now be with the joy of touch, sensitive, precise. And now if you don't have your beloved right here with you yet, what's important before you go into touch, I do strongly encourage touch, free hugs, free touch. Touch brings oxytocin, brings the feminine, motherhood, safety, deep, long-lasting love, energy. bring in touch, do. But start with eye contact. Eye contact is like a way of, I'm here, are you here? Are we both here? Yeah? Okay, then touch is possible. We don't want to intrude on others with our touch. We want it to be natural, to be sure that it will be received with pleasure or with depth, or maybe the person cries just for being touched. But we want to be sure that the person is open to it. So we ask consent. And you don't always have to ask consent through words. Eyes is a much more subtle and beautiful way actually to ask for consent. Make eye contact. Let the other know, here I am in my goddess. Are you here too? Are we both here? Are we both here together? And if there's a yes, you will feel that. You see it in this picture, how they look at each other. It's like, hey. And you just know that if the girl would just bring her shoulder to him, he would also lean into her. And that's this wonderful touch. And you will notice if the other does not respond, he doesn't respond. And that's okay. Let it go. There will come a new moment. You be in your touch, you be in your goddess. You don't need anything. You're totally in abundance, in this joy with Mother Earth. So this is what I wanted to share with you today about touch. And one last thing, touch is energy sharing. Always remember that when you're touching, you're sharing your energy. So really be precise, be aware, what is the energy I am in? What is it that I'm sharing with you? And the more you rest in your inner goddess, in this abundant, beautiful woman that you are, the more of that you will be sharing through your touch. And you will really let the other know, I'm here. Are you here? So if you're looking for a relationship, or if you're looking for more pleasure in a relationship, or if you're dating and you want to have more fun and enjoyment with dating, and have that one guy that you really go like, I want you. If you really want him to open up to you, this is what you use. Go into your goddess, become sensitive, delicate, open up, feel that earth. Feel ready to actually share that through touch. But first make that eye contact, letting him know, I'm here. Are you here too? Are we here together? Are we in this together? And actually sharing that energy through your eyes. It's not a look like, am I okay? No, it's a look of abundance. I'm here. I'm here. Are you here too? Are we here together? Think that. And your eyes will share that energy, and your touch will share that energy. And be surprised. And do remember, man needs woman more than woman needs man. Man needs a woman. We both need each other in a good way, sometimes in a not so good way, but mainly in a good way. For man, it's much more difficult to connect to that divine that is just here and now, to his own God, your goddess. It's not so easy for man. For woman, that's much more easy. But he longs for it. There's probably nothing else he longs for so much as to feel that being held in that divine presence. And you can offer him that. That's the stars. That's the 5-star top thing a man wants. And that's just in you. You as a woman have that goddess right in you. So always remember that. Whether you have long hair or short, whether you are more big or more small, more skinny, that's all irrelevant. Men tell us that all the time, but women have a hard time believing that. And maybe these words help. You are his goddess, and he needs his goddess. And as you step into that, it will give you so much ease. And, I just know I'm here for you, and this will work. So, feel the earth beneath you. Is she still there? Are you still with her? All acts of love and pleasure. Rituals of the goddess. So create a lot of these rituals today. And be sure to share them. Not only with your beloved, with friends, with people you meet in the supermarket. If you follow this strategy that I share here, if you follow this strategy, people love to be touched. You love to be touched when it's done in that right way. And now you understand when it is okay and when it isn't. So become part of that movement where we bring acts of love and pleasure into our life and back onto earth and onto this planet, and help each other to move out of our minds and out of the worry into abundance. And if you actually want a man, if that's where you are in your life, you're looking for someone, then this will be essential acts for you. Thank you again. Thank you, and see you next time. Talk more about epic pleasure and lasting love.